kickoff, moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And that's gonna set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Man in motion here. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Staying with Walker. A disappointing way to begin this one as he is stopped for no gain, and 3 plays in, Brock. They're already facing 4th down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Running left. Here's Walker. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. It's complete. Play made by Kupp. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from 37. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. He throws a bullet deep to the... That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Stafford now off the play fake. That's on target. Puka to Nakua. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
The right side, caught by Smith. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Stafford from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Play action now for Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. On second down, a run with Williams. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Stafford now on third down. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Going the out route, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Out to his right, it's a screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Darnold. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 23 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Walker on first down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
29-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going with a quick pass out wide. Down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now they send their back in motion right. Pressure coming for Darnold. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Catch made right time by Nakua. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams have the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended target. And now it's 3rd and short.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Running for the marker with Williams. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punch it away again. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it." They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Third quarter, had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Blake Corum now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. To throw, Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a great shoot for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take the risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. He finds Adams, complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 42.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
From the gun, and carried by Williams. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They fake the handoff. Now Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Now Stafford to throw. Finds his man over the middle. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's Walker on the option. And good forward up 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Running back motions right. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Walker running right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the Spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Rams headed out to the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Stafford from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st down throw here for Stafford. Completed over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He cuts it upfield, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
Stafford now on first down. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
16-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Play action now for Stafford. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Williams on the carry. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Another for Williams. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Young on the return. Cover Seahawks team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Going on first, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks with a little more work to do to win it here. First and 10 now from the 46. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Throwing with the quick pass out line. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's a design run. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he is to throw. And that's a catch. It's a touchdown. They've got the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out come the Rams on offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.